Welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. StreamYard's done a bit of a madness for me, so I've got to do this via my phone. Well, England, wow, they look pretty good. Then again, it was Iran, Wales, and USA. I don't know really what to say about those teams. I don't think any of them are really that good enough. One had a very good first half, then the other had a very good second half. And Senegal versus Netherlands, man, an absolute howler from Edouard Mendy. Look, we're going to talk about all the Chelsea players that participated today, tonight, wherever you guys are. It was tonight for me, early morning for me as well for the late match. Let's start from the negative and we slowly progress towards the positive, because there's a lot of positives that I want to talk about from the England match. And of course, Christian Pulisic was sublime, so we'll talk about all of that. But first up, Edouard Mendy, ladies and gentlemen, what a howler, man. I didn't get to watch that match. To be honest, I didn't get to watch the England match either, but I saw extended highlights once I woke up. I definitely watched the entire match of USA versus Wales. But Senegal versus Netherlands is not something that I watch, but I saw the goals that Senegal conceded. Man, Edouard Mendy for that first goal, he comes out to punch it. Nowhere near that, and Cody Gakpo gets that opener. And then even the second one, a shot that Edouard Mendy parries into Klaasen's path, and it was 2-0 late on. I mean, that's not a good way to start the World Cup, man. And his confidence off the back of that, I don't know how much of an impact it's going to take, and it's only going to keep creating more sort of chaos in the Chelsea fan base in regards to Edouard Mendy. There's a lots of things that's been talked about him in regards to his future. Heaps of articles that's been coming out. He's considering his future. Obviously, not being the number one Chelsea goalkeeper under Graham Potter, who's just come in. It seems to be Kepa, but we'll see what happens once the World Cup finishes. But that match, I don't think will give them confidence. As I said, didn't watch that match, but a lot of people were saying Koulibaly actually had a pretty decent match. So kudos to Koulibaly. Hopefully he can continue that on. But Senegal, look, without Sadio Mane up front, it's going to be difficult for them. They did seem like they had a few chances here and there, just couldn't put Netherlands away. But Netherlands at the end, just a bit too much quality, and they ended up getting those late 2 goals and winning that particular match. They're probably going to go on, and there's no doubt they're going to beat Qatar. Qatar is woeful. Ecuador might be a bit difficult for Netherlands, so we'll see what type of match happens over there. But Edouard Mendy, man, an absolute howler. Now, let's talk about USA versus Wales. Christian Pulisic actually had a very, very good match, man. I was very impressed by Christian Pulisic. He was sort of playing, well, when they show the formation, when they show the setup, he was left wing, but not necessarily always was he the furthest left-sided player. It was actually Anthony Robinson who was the furthest left-sided player, trying to create an overload over there. Pretty much USA most of the times played with a back 3. Well, 2 defenders, but Sergiño Dest didn't really advance as much. Sergiño Dest was sort of staying back as the right back, whilst Anthony Robinson was creating the wide sort of width on that left side, which allowed Christian Pulisic to be more of an inside forward. Sergiño Dest, I must say, had a pretty decent game in terms of from the defensive side of things. A lot of fans are a bit weary about his defense, but I thought against Wales today, he wasn't that bad, to be honest. USA first half was fantastic. Christian Pulisic was very good, man. Inside forward role, sometimes out wide, but most times inside forward, and then at times would drift into the middle area, and that assist for Weah, Timothy Weah, I think his name is, the son of the legendary George Weah, if you guys remember. That was a sublime assist from Christian Pulisic. Something that I want to see when he comes to Chelsea do a lot more. Lift the head up, look for those key passes, because I feel like he can do that. I've said this many times on this particular channel when he's played for Chelsea, that if he just lifts his head up, I think he's got the ability to put those balls through and get more assists. He had some lovely turns, a couple of nice dribbles. Look, I probably want him to be more 1v1 when he's on that left side, want him to able to take players on. That's something that has sort of deserted him throughout his injury sort of pronged career. But I found his game really, really good against Wales. Even in the second half, even though it was all Wales probably in the second half, I think Christian Pulisic could definitely keep his head high, because I felt his performance for USA was very, very good. Probably borderline, I'd even say as the man of the match. Because even though Wales had a very good second half, I can't really say someone really stood up. Gareth Bale gets himself the penalty, but Wales, they don't look good, man. They don't look good. They don't really create clear-cut chances either. I think that Moore, whoever that guy was, Moore, guy that came on the second half, I think he plays for Bournemouth. He definitely changed the complexion of the game, was able to hold up the ball, allow for all the Welsh players to come and get involved. But I think in this group, England's gonna dominate and they're gonna go through. I know it was Iran, and we're going to talk about England very soon, but I can't see how England gets troubled by either Wales or USA. USA maybe could do something, but Wales, I think England should be able to put Wales away. But yeah, Christian Pulisic for me, continue on like that, my man. Hopefully you can come second from that group and go into the next stage and keep performing like this and keep banging out the man of the match performance. Look, for me, I think Christian Pulisic was man of the match. I could be biased, but I thought his overall performance, his involvement, his ability to create chances. There were a couple of times, there was a chance where he took the ball away from Gareth Bale, and it was inside the box. It just didn't materialize into a goal. But there were some moments here and there where he turned few defenders as well, and then he drove through the middle. But really, really liked that performance. Now, in regards to England, so many players to talk about from this England performance. Once again, I didn't watch the match, but saw extended highlights, saw what people had to say in social media as well. Let's start with Raheem Sterling. I think Raheem Sterling, I hope he carries on this confidence. With England, as you can see, when you've got the likes of Harry Kane, when you've got the likes of Jude Bellingham and Bukayo Saka and all of those kind of players in and around him, it just helps his performance so much more. I'm not surprised that he's been able to get a goal and an assist. Lovely goal, first time finish from Harry Kane as well. Very well done on that right side, whipping in that cross. And overall, Sterling was sensational. And as I said, hopefully he can take this to Chelsea once the World Cup is finished. I'm pretty sure they're going to come first in that group. So hopefully Sterling can bring that confidence into Chelsea as well. I hope he continues like this. Mason Mount as well. Do you know what? A lot of people were saying he was playing as a left-sided, midfielder in a sort of three-man midfield where Declan Rice was the deepest midfielder, Jude Bellingham on the right side. I don't really think that was the case. We'll have to see the heat map, but I thought Mason Mount pretty much had the freedom to sort of move around anywhere. It was Declan Rice, Bellingham just a bit in front of him, and then it was Mount just a bit ahead of both of those players. And Mount was able to drift either on the left side or on the right side, wherever the game sort of needed him to be. I thought he had a very good game. Stats would say it as well. I think there's some stats going around. He had 7 out of 7 ground duels won and dribbles and whatnot. He just didn't get a goal or an assist, but he did everything else really good. And I hope he continues like that. And do you know what? That's the kind of performance I want to see him from Chelsea as well. At times it was a little bit deeper with England, getting very involved in the build-up and all the nitty-gritty part of things. So I hope he continues like that. In regards to England, I have to talk about Declan Rice. Do you know what? I think Declan Rice was very, very good. I think him playing that deep role allows players like Bellingham to bomb forward, Mason Mount to bomb forward as well, and gives them that stability, that assurance that if there is a counter, Declan Rice is there, and obviously the centre-backs are there as well. And it allows the fullbacks to bomb up. So look, I get it. I get the people that look for Declan Rice to come to Chelsea. There's rumours popping up again that West Ham will be open to any sort of price for Declan Rice in the upcoming summer transfer window after the January, obviously. And look, man, as long as we can create a system and it helps out Declan Rice and it helps out everyone else, then I'm all up for it. But if we're playing a possession-based football, that's where I get a bit weary. Does Declan Rice really fit in? But that match against Iran, Declan Rice was great and it allowed for others to shine as well. Talking about Ethan Ampadu, because he played similar sort of role for Wales, I just don't think Ethan, there were times he did really well. There were a couple of really good tackles. There were a couple of nice little passes as well. But overall, I don't think Wales actually had that control. Whereas England, as soon as they started scoring the goals, there was a lot more control and they really suffocated Iran as well. Then again, it is Iran, I know. We have to wait till they face USA and Wales as well. A couple of other shouts that I want to say from England are Bukayo Saka, what a talent, man. Arsenal have found themselves a stupendous superstar, man. This guy is going to be something special. He's so good, so technical on that right side, cutting in with his left, got himself, I think, 2 goals. Jude Bellingham is another one. Boy, this guy would really transform us in midfield. Don't think we're going to get him. I think it's going to be either Liverpool or Real Madrid. I hope we're in the mix. But yeah, Declan Rice, I thought it was quite impressive. So look, overall, ladies and gentlemen, what a fine days of World Cup football. Feel really sorry for Senegal. Edouard Mendy, we need to watch out. But yeah, Christian Pulisic from USA point of things for me was fantastic. And Ethan Ampadu, probably a 50-50. But then again, that Welsh side is just not good enough, man. They've got to be able to, if they want to play counter-attacking football, they've got to find a lot more pace up front. Right now, Gareth Bale is not that quick enough, and Ramsey is not that quick enough, and it's just not clicking over there. And England, wow, they're looking really good. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you felt about this review of all the Chelsea players that have been involved today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like, but I really want to hear from you guys in the comment section what you thought about all the players that have been involved from Chelsea. And let me know if I've missed anyone in the comment section below. Pickford, actually, yeah, even I've missed one. Pickford for England, because we've been linked with him. I have to say, there were some iffy moments from Pickford. I hope that's not the goalkeeper that we're going for. I honestly hope we don't go for him. So, yeah, let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Till next time. See ya.